Oh, Patrick Allvin, you sly fox, you dirty dog. Patrick Allvin has gone out there and given us a lot of material when it comes to potential Vancouver Canucks trades. And yes, Quinn Hughes is the main target that everybody is talking about. Elliotte Friedman's talking about him. The Devils are reportedly talking about him. But Kiefer Sherwood, Chief Keef, is also a member of this team, and he also has been included in ample trade talks. We've seen teams like Boston, Columbus, maybe Montreal, Detroit, getting involved and dipping their toes in the Kiefer Sherwood sweepstakes. But right now, the 30-year-old Columbus, Ohio-born forward, 6 feet, 194, right-handed winger, is a Vancouver Canuck. And this season, every time we make a subsequent video about Sherwood, that goal pace goes down. Last time he was at a 39 goal pace, and then a 38 goal pace, and then a 36 goal pace, and now he's on a 34 goal pace. He was up as high as number 50-something, 60-something earlier in the season. Yeah, his goal production has slowed down quite a bit over the past few games. He has gone however many games this is without a point. Maybe it's for a lack of trying, maybe it's for a lack of comfortability with the trade rumors and whatnot. Who really knows? But at the end of the day, Kiefer Sherwood is still a very versatile, very talented player. We can't go out there and dismiss the skill set that he has. He can score points, he can hit, he's very physical, he brings it every night. And when you think about what trade ideas have been floating out there for Kiefer Sherwood, I wanted to address one of the ones that seems to have been rejected. Take a look at Owen Tippett on the Philadelphia Flyers, a 26-year-old who is 6'1", 209, also a right-handed winger. He is signed on till the end of 2032 at $6.2 million a year. We already talked about Owen Tippett over the past few weeks here. We made a video about him yesterday and Vancouver's supposed interest. But Owen Tippett this year is on pace for 57 points over 82 games, 19 points in 27 in his current production. So obviously he is a tad more productive than Chief Keef here in Vancouver. 16 points in 29 games is what Sherwood is at. But take a look at this tweet posted by NHL Rumor Report. It's what Elliotte Friedman said with D-Mace, Vingen, and Donick, popular daily sports talk radio show and podcast on 102.5 The Game WNFN in Nashville, Tennessee. Derek Mason, Adam Vingen, and Willie Donick. All right, so they had Elliotte Friedman on to their programming earlier in the week. And Friedman said this about Kiefer Sherwood: I do think that the Vancouver Canucks asked Philadelphia about Owen Tippett. I don't think that's going to happen. They kind of look at like-minded players for Sherwood, bearing that I think they would look at a first-round pick. And then you had another reply. This is what Friedman said on 32 Thoughts. On Vancouver, they're looking around. They have asked about Owen Tippett and about similar type players. Teams are trying to figure out if they trade for Sherwood and they want to keep him, what does it look like? So, there you go. Seems like a rejected trade idea on behalf of the Philadelphia Flyers. Vancouver might have been asking for Owen Tippett for Kiefer Sherwood as a return, only for Philadelphia to supposedly say no. Now, obviously, you think about the player-to-player analysis here, yeah, you could definitely understand why the Flyers are saying no to a move like this. Not only is Owen Tippett more productive than Kiefer Sherwood, yes, I get it, he doesn't have as many goals, but he's got quite a few more assists than Chief Keef does this season, but Owen Tippett has always been more productive than Kiefer Sherwood. 2 seasons ago, he had 53 points in 78 games played. 2 seasons ago, guess what Kiefer Sherwood was doing? He had 27 points in Nashville. Not to discredit the underdog, out-of-nowhere story that Kiefer Sherwood exhibits. Obviously, I acknowledge the fact that he worked his way up and became an NHL regular after being in this sort of development for so long. Yes, he needed to go through some hoops and hurdles, but that's just the thing here. Sherwood was a journeyman. It took him so long to get here. He's 30 years old now. Owen Tippett is 4 years younger than Chief Keef. He's more productive, and he doesn't have a looming contract extension situation like Sherwood does. Sherwood's contract is done at the end of this season. Tippett's on until 2032. Not only is Tippett younger, he is more productive, he has a better contract. There is absolutely no reason why Philadelphia would entertain this sort of a move. Tippett for Sherwood, assuming it is 1-for-1. Assuming Vancouver is not giving up anything else in a Sherwood deal. Yeah, we get it. Sherwood is quite the hot commodity on the market right now. Everybody's talking about, oh, Vancouver could get a first-round pick, this and that. But can they get Owen Tippett? I mean, when you think about it, this is the weird thing about player comparisons and trade evaluations. I would assume that if Owen Tippett were to get traded at some point, a first-round pick may not actually be that bad of a return, and that's only insinuating the idea that Tippett gets traded in the first place. It's not really all too guaranteed that that even happens. Might I remind you that Tippett was acquired by Philadelphia in the Claude Giroux trade all those years ago, with German Rutsov, Connor Bunneman, and a bunch of firsts and thirds and fifths and whatever. This was a pretty big deal, but Owen Tippett was one of many assets included in it. Nowadays, you think about what a 26-year-old cost-controlled winger can get you, who's got confidence issues and a point production pace of about 57. If he gets you a first-round pick, I'd say that's pretty reasonable, if not maybe on the low end. Chief Keef, on the other hand, I feel like we're grasping for straws here when we fully talk about that first round pick idea, but it's one of these things where it's like, hey, if there's enough interest in this guy, if there are enough teams that are fighting for his services, if there is a bidding war going on for Sherwood, I could probably see a first round pick actually get tossed out there as a trade return. All's that to say is that a Sherwood trade for a first might seem like a pretty big win for Vancouver. A Tippett trade for a first would be quite standard. But if you talk about Sherwood for Tippett 1-for-1, that does not seem equal at all. Even though a first-round pick usage in the language of how we evaluate these players might seem a little bit more fair. Man, what am I talking about? Does that even make sense? I don't know, man. Ultimately, we're just discussing how Sherwood and Tippett were apparently discussed in trade conversations, and Philadelphia is probably like, yeah, no, sorry, we're not going to do that. We're not going to trade you Owen Tippett for Kiefer Sherwood, of all people. Plus, Vancouver wants a center. I get it, you can say that Kiefer Sherwood, he has center eligibility on elite prospects, but anybody who's been watching the Vancouver Canucks this season knows that Sherwood is not a center, especially not on this Vancouver Canucks team. So, hey, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about this rejected trade? Owen Tippett, Kiefer Sherwood 1-for-1, even though Rick Tocchet might actually like this kind of a player getting added to his team because, of course, we know that he's so hands-on with the Vancouver Canucks players of 25-26. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about this rejected trade? If you're a Flyers fan, how does that make you feel? And if you're Vancouver, how happy would you be if Owen Tippett was the trade return for Kiefer Sherwood, assuming it's 1-for-1? Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.